Alright guys, this is Hungry Hyena 78. I'm going to introduce you to Challenger Steps. We're going to walk through pretty much everything you need to know so that you can get an idea for how the server functions and all that jazz. So, I guess the first thing we can talk about, and I have a list here by the way, so if I ever look at my list, it's because I want to keep things in order and I want to touch every single topic. So, I'm really unprofessional, I apologize, but that's how I'm going to do things. So, I guess the first thing I can say is that this server is basically all about coming up with challenges in your head that you would like to see other people play. And these challenges can be whatever you want. It could be for any game from Dark Souls 1 to 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Demon Souls. So, for example, in Dark Souls 1 you might have the Fight Club challenge where you have to fight Andre at soul level 1, and if you beat it, then there are things called challenger points that you will be awarded, and we have leaderboards, stuff like that. So that's what the server is basically kind of all about, is giving people challenges to play, playing other people's challenges, getting higher ranks on the leaderboards, doing all different types of challenges. We have a lot of difficulties and types, so let's get into it. The first thing is how you request a challenge. So if you join the server and you're like, I have this super cool challenge in mind that I really would like to see people play, here's how you're going to do that. You're going to see all this fun stuff. You're going to come down to challenge, resources, and info. In here, there's request a challenge. There's a form here that you can fill out. Looks just like this. You would type your name. Mine would be Hungry Hyena 78, number 3610. Which game will this take place in? You select a game. You name your challenge. What are we going to name it? Fist fight with Andre. Which difficulty? I like how I capitalized the fight, but I never capitalized anything after. I'm weird like that. Which difficulty is your challenge? This could be kind of hard. And we could type at SL1. That's an exclamation. What difficulty? Adept. This is just all for example's sake. And then in detail you would explain everything required in the video. After you do that, you submit your form. Then my fantastic mod team, that of which is in this discussion and lounge stuff down here, will hopefully go to these forms, and we have 31 responses. This is a lot. So far we have only a couple people working through these. It takes a lot of time and a lot of editing of these sheets, which I will introduce now. So that's all you have to do to request a challenge. You just go in there, fill out the form, and someday, it could take a day, 2 days, 3 days, depends on how behind we are, it will show up in challenge archives. So this is the challenge archives, okay? There's 3 really important places to go here. There's Souls challenges. Okay. There's challenge archives. And there is the challenger point leaderboard. Souls challenges is the place you want to go to if you want to see if your requested challenge that you made earlier actually got in. So there's all these games at the bottom, as you can see. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1. Let's get this out of the way. Oops. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. What you would do is, if you made a challenge for Dark Souls 1, you can go in here, and you can find that challenge. You could also find other people's challenges. So if you want to do an adept challenge, you could look at all the orange ones and say, you know what, let's just select one at random. And what do you know, this is the one I got an example from. So, this is made by Victor Secco. He made this challenge. He has a little bit of requirements here. Max soul levels 40, no using enemies to damage Andre, no dragon claw attacks, any armor's fine. All that good stuff. There's a lot of rules for these challenges, but let's say you play a challenge and you complete the challenge. What you would do is you would submit a video. Now, I should introduce the rest of these, so let's do that first. Basically, Souls challenges is all of the challenges we have. We even have blind challenges. I'll talk about difficulties in a second. We have challenge archives. This is it's called archives for a reason, because these are videos of all challenges so far submitted. This server is a day old. We don't have that many, and we've been working very hard to get all this stuff done. So yeah, this is literally, you can just come here and be like, I want to see this challenge done. Bam, there it is, by Onlys. By the way, very good player. Challenger point leaderboard is the final one. Now, one thing you should take note of is that in this Discord place, there's this information here. This is really important information. Every time you complete a novice challenge and you successfully follow video submission guidelines, which we will talk about in a second, they're down here. This one here. You will get points. So let's say I completed that Andre challenge, right? It's an adept challenge. It's pretty difficult, at least in my opinion. It takes time. You're at a low soul level. You know, there's reasons. But anyways, you would get 25 points if you beat the challenge. So let's say you beat the challenge. On here, you would get, let me see. It is adept, that's right. On here, you would get 25 points if you did the challenge. So Onlys, being one of the people in the archives that did it, let's see. Dark Souls Fight Club. Yeah, Onlys and C-Pop. Those two people are going to get 25 points each. That's why they're higher up than other people who are doing maybe one novice challenge so far, or maybe two, or an intermediate challenge, right? So this is the leaderboard so far. Yartriggs, you guys may know him. He's insane. He has been killing bosses in Dark Souls 1 with talismans, slapping the bosses, doing like 1 damage a hit. Absolutely insane. I wouldn't doubt that he would be higher up on the leaderboards later down the road. But anyways, hopefully I introduced these sheets to you. Let's talk about the difficulties. So there's blind difficulty, which is and blind challenges have very specific requirements. So if I go to submission guidelines, for blindfolded runs, you have to meet these requirements. You must have evidence that you're blindfolded, obviously, so a webcam. You have to have evidence that you're not gaining any information from anyone, no earpieces, no Discords open or Skypes open with people telling you what to do. You have to have your mic running at all times so that, someone could be in another part of the room telling you what to do. Like, it's very, very specific because we don't want people cheating, obviously. I've done blindfolded asylum before, which is one of the challenges, but it's not official because at the time I didn't have a face cam, which is super unfortunate. I'll probably never do it again because it was hell, but those are blind runs basically. And once again, if you wanted to find submission guidelines, it's just near the bottom, submissions, and you have to follow these rules for whichever type you're doing. So regular submissions are novice, intermediate, expert, master, and adept. And that was not in order because I just read them off of here. Green is easiest, then it goes yellow, orange, and then a light pinkish, and then a dark red, in terms of difficulties. So, novice, obviously, like I just said, I'm repeating myself now, is the easiest. It only gives you 5 points. Intermediate's next, I believe it gives you 10. Adept gives you 25. Expert gives you 50. And Master gives you 100. So, that's that. There's also speedruns, and they should be down here. So, if I can find one. Let's look at a Dark Souls 2 speedrun. This is a speedrun made by someone. Gathering of Exile speedrun by this person in the Discord. And this is their description. How quickly can you get this achievement for repopulating Majula? And let's talk about how you can get points from this. If you complete this speedrun and you submit it, there are speedrun guidelines. What do you know? You must have a timer clearly seen on the video. Gameplay audio must be audible. Submit evidence to be the same way you would for any regular submission. And regular submissions, you just need to provide the proof given, right? Or the proof that you're required to give. And that is stated with this, and along with this, and also it is in this, it's in here as well. There's exceptions to requirements. So some runs are really long. We have a 14-hour cap. If your run is above 14 hours, we're not gonna look at it. If it's under 14 hours, then we'll put in the time playing at 2x speed, 7 hours of watching basically. And so exceptions to requirements are put on challenges when the challenge might be too long. So for example, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some Dark Souls 1 ones. Mad Hollow Run. You must complete the game using only Broken Straight Sword Hill. That's going to take a long ass time. So you will only need to submit videos of boss fights with this challenge. Okay? Once you submit all the boss fights, then you're good to go. You get the challenge completed. So that is all of the sheets, and I hope I explained everything. I'm pretty sure I did. These are some categories, whether the challenges are co-op or not, the date they've been created, the date they were first defeated, and obviously exceptions to stuff I already talked about. And then there's the challenge name, difficulty, creator, whatever, description. All right, cool. Already talked about challenge archives. I'm pretty sure the videos will be put down here when people have submitted them for each game as well. The games are at the bottom. My cat is scratching at my door. Give me a second. Okay, so those are the Google Sheets. Now, let's talk about other stuff that's very important as well in the Discord. Let me see what I need to still talk about. Requesting, submitting. Oh yeah, submitting your challenges is just following the submission guidelines. That's it. And you can read through this whole thing if you like. Discussion chats. This is another good thing. Come here. Discussion chats are basically for each game. There's Demon Slayer, that's obviously Demon Souls. There's Dark Souls 1. There's Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3, and then Bloodborne and Sekiro. I don't know why I had a brain fart there. And these are just discussion chats. So if I wanted to, I can go in Dark Souls 1 and I can say, hey, what do you guys think is the best way to do this challenge? Or, etc., etc. I can't get this done. How the hell do I do it? Stuff like that. Or you could just paste the description of one of them and be like, what do you guys think is the best route? I'm repeating myself again, but you get what I mean. And that's for every game. Okay, so discussion chats, speedruns, all the difficulties, we already covered those. I introduced you guys to the archives, all the sheets, and then here's a couple smaller things. Self-roles. When you first join the server, you want to give yourself roles. So if you want to partake in polls, like you want to take part in them, then you can react with this little question mark here. If you want to show on your, let's see here. This person here, they have Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3. They don't have any other games, and they play on PC. So it's a good way to identify how what people have played, etc. Here are the games. We have some amazing emotes made by Peony, which is in here. Server announcements. These are amazing. Very thankful that we have Mr. Peony in the Discord for that. So great guy. And then I think I covered self roles. Yep, that's pretty much it. There's explanations down here as to what they are. And then let's talk about ranks. So enthusiast ranks right now are a little iffy. We haven't 100% figured out how to give them to people yet. So basically what they are is just like, if you show that you have extensive knowledge in a specific game, then these will be given to you, and you can help out with forms and like fun stuff like that to see what difficulty challenges should be, because obviously that's debatable. Novice, you can get the novice role, from completing at least 5 novice challenges for that game. Okay. Same thing with intermediate, at least 5 intermediate challenges. Adept is 3, expert is 1, and blind, you need 3 blind challenges beaten. And then to get master roles, you have to complete a master run, and you have to complete every other. You have to get every other role. So you have to get everything from here above, and you'll probably get enthusiast on the way because it just makes sense. And then you can get these master roles. So Slayer of Demons is the Demon Souls master role. That means you're a complete badass and you're a god at the game. Dark Souls for Dark Souls 1, Secret of Thrones, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. Now, I forgot to edit this. I say there are 2. There are 3. Oops, not 34. 3 special roles in this server, given only the strongest of FromSoft players. Ultimate Challenger is given to the person with the most Challenger points. And to remind you, it's in here. So Yard Triggs, for example, should have the Ultimate Challenger one right now, and I should probably give that to him. I don't know if he's online right now. I'll do it in a second. I don't want to waste your guys' time. FromSoft King is given to anyone who can gain the master role for every game. If you gain all these roles, you're a FromSoft King, 100%. And then Helpful Hollow, it's just a little nice role to show appreciation for people that help out. So people that give good suggestions to the server, participate a lot. Things like these emotes, for example, Peony, Helpful Hollow. And let me see, what else should I talk about? Server suggestions. If you have suggestions for the server, here they go. For example, Plin, amazing name by the way. One of my challenge reviewers, he helps out with a little bit of mod stuff. He says weekly challenges should be short and sweet in order to ensure that players with small time to spend can still partake in challenges. That's a great idea. I'll read through the rest of this. I wouldn't want to waste your guys' time, but yeah, I'm totally down with that. And I'll consider doing that for the weekly challenge, which starts on Mondays. Today's, Tuesday, Wednesday? I don't even know. And that's basically what server suggestions is for. Now, suggestion discussion is if I wanted to reply to Plin and say, hey, I disagree. I think weekly challenges can be whatever they want to be, whatever. But I don't disagree with him on this case. I think he's right. So that's that. Let me look at my notes here. I wrote down a lot of stuff. We talked about the leaderboards. We talked about ranks. We talked about weekly challenge, self roles. Okay, here's the last thing. There's this little tech channel here, Tech Help. A lot of people, we understand, as people running the servers, there's a lot of people that don't have access to, softwares that like OBS, stuff like that. They might not have the best PCs, so they can't submit things. This Tech Help channel is just to try to help people out in hopefully being able to submit videos, because that's the whole point. And then here's pets. Oh, is that a hippo? I don't even know. Memes, general chat. And that's it. I believe that's everything. Now, I want to apologize. I know this wasn't the most professional, explanation. I could have spent hours making some kind of script or whatever, but I said, you know what? I don't think people will care that much. Hopefully the video doesn't get too long. I think this might be around more than 20 minutes. I don't know. Anyways, that's the server. Hopefully you understand how it works. Come on in here, submit your Sekiro, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 through 3 challenges. Watch other people play them. Play challenges yourself. And we're looking forward to having you in the server. So, yeah. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.